All right. Well, our next guest, and always our guest, is Tom McDonald from Signet Reverse Mortgage. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, Desi.
Yeah.
Lee.
Good morning, Lee. I bet you have an interesting Did You Know today or something else?
I do, and actually it's a Did You Know that you guys might have a clue about because I've talked about it a little bit before. So did you know that a line of credit option in a reverse mortgage grows over time? That means you have more money to use later on.
So it grows with the appreciation of your home?
It's not tied to the appreciation of your home. It grows no matter what. In fact, it's guaranteed. It's interesting that growth can be that guaranteed, but what happens is it's based on the same interest rate you're charged on the money that you actually borrow. And so that's made up of three components. Okay. An index, which is usually a positive number. It always has been. It got as low as 0.25% on monthly adjustables.
Right.
A margin, which the lender charges. Mm-hmm. Right now, that's in the ballpark of about 2.5%. Mm-hmm. And it also includes the MIP, the mortgage insurance premium that goes to FHA, which is currently 0.5%. So you've got 2.25% and 0.5%, 2.75. That's absolutely guaranteed for growth. Mm-hmm. So think of it sort of as a jumbo credit card in that, let's say you have a line of credit now of $10,000 on your credit card, and you call a year later to your lender, your bank, and say, "Can you increase that a little bit for me?" And they look and they say, "Yeah, you've been a good credit. We're going to increase it by 5%." So that 10,000 now is 10,050. Anyhow, same thing with a line of credit, except it's automatic. It happens. Actually, it's 1/12 on a monthly basis. Mm-hmm. So as an example, on a $250,000 home here in Napa, doesn't exist, but I use that because for a 62-year-old, that starts off with a $100,000 line of credit. So that's a nice even number.
Okay.
So you can double that for, say, a $500,000 home. But if that grows at ballpark 5%, that's current expected rates going into the future. 10 years later, that's going to be roughly $173,000 instead of $100,000. And 20 years later, that's almost $300,000.
Right.
So that by the time somebody's, say, 95 and maybe needs in-home care, although then 95 might be the new 60. Who knows?
I don't know about
there's
that.
Going to be almost $500,000 there. So, I mean, that's just your bank line of credits, your equity lines don't do that.
Right.
This is just built into the product for those who can use the line of credit option, and that isn't always the case. So that's an option. People have to choose it.
Well, it's nice to know that that's there. It's growing, and you can use it at any time.
Right. You know, a lot of people may need the money to pay off an existing mortgage, so maybe they don't have all the money in the line of credit. But this is a great option for the borrower who doesn't really need their money now. I've talked about previously on a Did You Know, should you do it now or later? Well, here's a reason to do it now, because later it can be a big number.
And it's already there, and it could be a bigger number, like you said. Right. Yeah.
That was a great Did You Know from Tom McDonald, Signet Reverse Mortgage. Another great consultant. Just call him, ask him questions. He's not going to put the screws to you and try and sell you a reverse mortgage when you don't need one. I know for a fact that he's very honest and ethical because I had him talk to my in-laws, and it just wasn't the right thing for them, and that was very comforting. And you can reach Tom at 707-265-6385, or if you prefer, Tom at reversemortgageconsultant.com.
Thanks, guys.
No problem, Tom. Taking people from where they are, they want to be.
That's Desi's line.
That's my line.